time for our technology report, and joining us now is our tech reporter, Paul Ndiho. Hello, Paul.
Hello, Esther. The growing need for digital payments over cash is changing how people interact with money across Africa. A South African fintech startup, MojaPay, aims to change that. People send money and receive and save money. The app is built specifically to support both formal and informal markets. I spoke to Xolisa Vuza, the co-founder and CEO of the Johannesburg-based startup. Welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you. Thanks for having us, Paul.
You have created this amazing application. You're trying to build some solutions for the African continent. What is MojaPay?
The platform allows you to pay for products or buy products using a variety of payment methods. So we built a platform for the unbanked and underbanked communities and businesses in the African continent. So the African continent, as you are aware, right? It's a continent, traditionally speaking, that is not very strong when it comes to banking services in terms of looking at the masses of people, right? That we have in the continent. There's a lot of evidence that shows that a lot of people are still using cash. The problem with cash, obviously, is that no one knows how much cash you've got and how much you've used. And therefore, when you want access to services, things like loans or even applying for credit, which is actually something that you need to improve your life, then it becomes a nearly, impossible task, right? It's a near impossible task to actually achieve. So we built this platform to actually bring, those communities and those people online. So we've built a platform to say, can we bring all these, type of customers online? Of course, in certain cases, we've got B2C. In certain cases, we've got B2B. B2C to B, those type of scenarios are actually managed and engaged on the platform.
If I hear you correctly, you seem to be suggesting that your platform is providing solutions for the unbanked, the everyday person who is on the street trying to make some money, trying to sell something. But you're also tapping into a very circulated market. You have the likes of the major players, the MTNs and tapping into the same people. How are you able to do that?
That's a very critical question you ask, Paul. And it's true. The market is full of players. There's quite a lot. You've mentioned quite a few. Even though you may feel that it's saturated, we think it's a market that's got huge space, for innovation, right? We are the only platform that supports all those type of customers in one platform. So what you see with the other platforms is that they actually have the customer, and of course they've got the agents, right? Because the agent model is quite important in the African continent. And the reason for that is that the only way to access the masses of people, is to have these agents located everywhere. Of course, we've got that component. We enable very different types of payment methods. So, we talk about the wallet as the key, payment method, because someone who's not banked obviously will not have an electronic means, right, to give you the money because there's no bank account, they don't have a card. So what we've done is we've built a wallet capability where someone can deposit money into the wallet, and they can use that wallet as many times as they want, as long as they've got the funds available, for those transactions. Actually, at the moment, we don't charge customers for processing the transaction. We actually make our money off the commission, that we get from selling the electricity and driving the electricity.
How about the issue of security? Every time I talk to somebody who is building a payment platform, there are always security concerns. People are worried, is my money going to be safe? If I use this platform, am I going to have money on my account the next day? What measures have you put in place to make sure that you safeguard people's money?
We run on what we call the cloud platform. I don't know if you know AWS, Amazon Web Services. In fact, the Fortune 500 companies run on the same infrastructure. So for us, that was a consideration, right? Because you do get, people that will build something, run it, in their own infrastructure. So from a security point of view, we wanted to do that. But I think from a user point of view, we follow the same process that we would have with the banking system, where you need to log on, to the system. You'll have your username, you'll have your password. We also support mechanisms such as the one-time PIN, where you are able to get a PIN to authenticate that the transaction is being done by yourself using your cell phone number. But I think also from a cash movement and from a financial movement perspective, the platform works in what we call the prepaid mode. So you can never be able to move anything unless you already have the funds available, in the platform. But I think most importantly, we run an enterprise-grade platform which supports, all the latest security standards. When we sign up customers to use the platform, we go through what we call the Know Your Customer process. We will ask you for your ID. We actually check that you're actually a real person, and we link your account appropriately to you. So that actually minimizes, obviously, the risk, of security in the platform.
On that note, thank you so much for your time.
We appreciate the opportunity to chat to you.
That was Xolisa Vuza, co-founder of Johannesburg-based MojaPay. That's today's Tech Report. Back to you, Esther.
And thank you, Paul, and thank you for watching Africa 54. Good night.